Well, I think the issue of protection is critical, and I'm happy I'm part of this process by the ILOs. It's important that state parties commit to protection of whistleblowers, and particularly for those countries that do not already have whistleblowing legislation, that they commit to having whistleblowing legislation. Protection of whistleblowers is at the heart of the whole concept of whistleblowing. If whistleblowers don't feel protected, there will be no basis for them to want to blow the whistle. In countries like Nigeria, where law enforcement is weak, we find more often than not that when people commit to blowing the whistle, they are left on their own to suffer their huge legal bill. Many of them suffer retaliation. They lose their job, they lose their friends, family, and they are tossed aside because it's not something that the society is familiar with. So usually when you have whistleblowers, and we've had to work with a number of them in the last couple of years, they are just strictly on their own. They are incurring huge legal fees. They need support to do that, but also they need the necessary media attention for people to be supportive of them and ensure that they do not suffer unnecessarily. Journalists on their own would also more often than not pass as whistleblowers, but there is also the situation where you have whistleblowers in the public sector, for example. They need the collaboration and support of media partners, journalists, to be able to amplify their cases, to be able to amplify not just even the personal cases that are threats to the whistleblowers, but also the issues that the whistleblowers raise. It's one thing that people blow the whistle. It's also important that maybe those who are guilty are punished ultimately, and that's where journalists come in, amplifying the issues that whistleblowers raise, and where whistleblowers have suffer retaliation, pushing those matters in the media to seek for justice. So it's one that has worked effectively for us, and as a journalist, that intersection is something I understand and do take seriously, and we try to bring a lot of our media friends and partners in the work we do, in both amplifying the work of whistleblowers but also supporting and protecting whistleblowers.